What's going on, y'all? It's Trent. Hope you're having a great day, great night, great evening, doing everything that you need to do on a day-to-day basis. When is it your turn? In short, it's right now. Like, take off, put in the work, do whatever you have to do in a day and stop just waiting for stuff to fall out of the sky or waiting for everything to just drop in and be, oh, nice, it's my turn. Yes, somebody passed me the controller. Because, like, realistically, you're giving the controller away. Let me stop using the controller analogy. But it's like with any circumstance or situation, you give away your energy. And at so many different levels too. Different capacities with like with work, with school, with your own passion, whatever it might be, it's got to be the same, and you got to keep that energy in everything. And you can't let just random BS just take away from you either. I can just say you, because like that's my problem. I let things that don't even matter to me, that literally hold zero bandwidth into my personal being, take up space. And it's like, when did I start doing this? Like, actually, like, when was I so complacent with just being a cog in the overall machine? And like, no, I don't think very highly of myself, and I can't do this. And it's like, before I never thought about that. Never in my whole life did I think that I couldn't do something. And I was like, oh, let's get to the root of this. Like, actually. And after a little bit of self-discovery, after a little bit of hard work, I'm not where I need to be in the slightest, like for sure. But I know that on the path forward and where I need to be, I have to believe in me first. Hold on, not first. The Lord Most High and his son that he sent first. And speaking of, I took some inspiration out of Jeremiah today, and I'm like, I'm waiting for things to, okay, hold on, let me do this right. Let me say this right. My mind's moving at 120 miles an hour. I gotta say it right. I was putting myself in a position to chase this, that, this, that, this, that, and to move towards stuff that wasn't even mine. To what I thought was mine, I was like, no, hey, this is mine, right? Like right here, like right here. This, me and this, or hey, this is what I'm doing. This is me, and I'm just putting myself and taking away from myself, just because I could not sit still. I could not just believe in myself, and I had to validate myself through external vices, whether it be women, whether it be drugs, whether it be self pleasure. Like, I had an addiction to all of those things, to all of them. And whose time did I waste? None of theirs. Nothing, whatever substance. Everything that was or that I was entangled with is going to be them regardless. Doesn't matter what I think or what I do. It's separate from me. But I allowed myself to get there. I allowed myself to get to that point. I'm like, no, that's actually not me. Hold on. Let me open up my Bible. I'm going to make a quick cut just so I get to the exact point to where it's at, because I can't take the Lord's words out of context either, you know? So, quick pause. All right, I found it. I'm in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 23, a little halfway through, give or take. But it's right here. Go and look in any valley in the land. Face the awful sins you have done. You were like a restless female camel, desperately searching for a mate. You were like a wild donkey sniffing the wind at mating time. Who can restrain her lust? Those who desire her don't need to search, for she goes running to them. When will you stop running? When will you stop panting after other gods? But you say, save your breath. I'm in love with these foreign gods and I can't stop now. Israel is like a thief who feels shame only when he gets caught. They, their kings, officials, priests, and prophets, are alike in this. To an image carved from a piece of wood, they say, you are my father. To an idol chiseled from a block of stone, they say, you are my mother. They turn their backs on me, but in times of trouble they cry out to me, come and save us. But why not call on these gods you have made? When trouble comes, let them save you if you can. For you have as many gods as there are towns in Judah. Why do you accuse me of doing wrong? You are the ones who have rebelled, says the Lord. I was reading through that yesterday, and while it's still fresh on my mind, it's like the idols they're not the same as the context in what when Jeremiah was talking about when he had that message from the Lord. But how many do you idolize in people and putting your faith in others, whether it be your friends, your family, your loved ones? And I can't say that you shouldn't do that, but you put that over everything. Even like partners that you're with, you're not even married, even partners that you're with, you put more faith in substance and then than them than God. And it's like, even for me, that was and is me at a point. Like, I'm still learning and I am fresh and I'm new in this walk. But it's like there is so much that I have yet to grasp. But at the same time, it's never been more abundantly clear that I was prioritizing the wrong things. And the Lord has provided for me on a daily. I stopped chasing things, chasing whatever I could just get my hands on, whoever was giving me attention, whatever was making me feel good. Because realistically, I was just killing myself. To be completely real, I was just killing myself. And not even just in here, but my spirit too. Like, I knew what I was doing was wrong. I always felt it, not even just in my chest, but in my spirit. Like, no, this isn't me. But I'd still do it just for the temporary satisfaction. And I'm like, when did I become this way? And God didn't make me that way. I sold myself. I had a choice. I could have turned back, turned from what I thought was right, and just put my faith and trust in God as he's guiding me. And really, that's what I should have been doing from the jump. And I'm not going to harp on myself, and don't harp on yourself either for anything that you have done. Because as long as you walk away and put your faith back in God and back in Christ, and I'm not the judge. I'm only a dude. I'm only a man. And I'm thankful for every single day God's got me on this earth. But it's still just like, it's not putting your faith in yourself. But when you're called to walk away, do you walk away? Or are you still wrestling, trying to chase some things that you know aren't good for you? Or chase some things that you shouldn't be chasing in the first place? Like, God is and does bring everything that you need to your utmost and to your attention, and will guide you just like he's guiding me in my life. And it's like, if you're not the biggest and the hottest thing right now, good. Even when you are the biggest and the hottest thing, like, are you going to appreciate it? Are you going to appreciate any of what you have, or the work, or the process of the journey of everything you are needing to be taught in this season? Are you being led by the Spirit, or are you being led by your own flesh? And it's like, that's where I'm trying to purge myself from, because I'm not a perfect person. I will never be perfect, and I will never say that I'm anything more than that. But it's still just like, okay, I'm putting my trust in you. I'm not putting my trust in me. But how do I need to walk? How do I need to look at myself? How do I need to look at the things around me? God, show me. And like, I've been praying like recently, and it's surreal. The power of prayer is awesome. I can't lie. Hey, I will say too, if you're not ready for an answer, or an answer that's going to hurt, you better be specific. You better put some things, I can't say put some things off, but you better know what you're asking. Because I've had some powerful prayers. That separation one? Oh, I got that one in the spirit, man, just to the gut. I felt that, man. And it wasn't even 2 weeks after praying. It was the same night and the morning after, every single time I've done that. It's nothing coincidental. Nothing. But from me to you, it's like, oh, hold on. I had to take a cut, kind of recoup myself a little bit. I'm getting a little heated, a little passionate. Let me come back down to planet Earth for a second. But to take some love in the process of being purified, where you're at, how far you've already come. Because you are worlds away from where you already were at. And if this is the foundation of what is to come, just have faith and hope and just keep doing right. Like, to hold on to the work that you've already done and not to backslide. And even if you do backslide, hey, it's going to happen. Don't harp yourself too much. And I've just started out on my last video. I was watching it and I was like, man, I'm all over the place. I'm not focused. So when is it our turn? It's our turn right now. Light skins are going to be the next up in the game. After I lose this weight, trust me, it's over. It's over. And I wish I was talking about something that mattered. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do all that. But I hope and I really wholeheartedly wish that there are still jokes in heaven. Like there have to be. There have to be. Like, I'm sorry, there's no way that there's not. But there are some things that I need to be not super serious, but I need to be serious and then kind of pat her off and then, just being me. That's what it was. Like, I was talking about self-actualization yesterday, and I can't pretend to be somebody I'm not. I just came out of the gym too, and sorry for another cut. I have to keep this on track. But I was coming out of the gym too, and this is what I could do today. Me being next up, hey, am I even doing everything that I can do in my power at this moment in time? And it's like, no, I wasn't. So I still had to get on the treadmill. I still had to go and do all the work and what I needed to do. Not what I felt like doing, but what I needed to do, even when I didn't feel like I hate running. I hate it. But I know it's the next part of whatever I got to step into. And am I going to do it and just like, oh well, whatever? Or am I going to face it with me? Face whatever comes up in my day with me? Or am I going to back stray and let the day bend me? No, I'm taking this day. I'm molding the day. I'm doing whatever I got to do. Because why would I surrender? I was not, and you were not given a spirit of surrender, of weakness, but of power, of grace, of holiness. And how could I? Sorry, not how could I? But I have to choose to walk this way. I could choose to just lay on my belly, on my bed, just rub, just eat and just coast and just die whenever, it's my time to die. Or I could seize the day and do whatever I got to do and take care of business. And I hope y'all take care of business too. Oh. Okay, I'm not going to do all that. Not yet. But bro, I was an ugly duckling. And I kid you not, I might expose myself, put a picture up there, but it's like I was also ugly mentally. I was fat mentally. I was complacent mentally. And I need to hustle. I need to grind. I need to remember who I was. The things I was doing did not define me. But that was in part still me because I allowed myself to get to that point. But cut it out. Cut it out. Remember who you are. And I had to remember who I was. And from one ugly duckling to another, it's a mentality. It's a mentality. Being lazy, being so hard on I don't know why I was so hard on myself, but it's like I recognize the patterns. I can't change what was, but what can I do? How can I move today? And I gotta have faith and have hope. So you do too. As a guy that just plays League, I'm not gonna say just plays League of Legends, because it's not only that, but it's like, man, life is so much more than what's directly in front of us at this moment. And what are you doing to work? How are you working today? How are you working to move forward? Or are you just gonna be all right with staying with where you're at? I'm not gonna say that that's not a blessing either, but really just take a step back and like, oh, am I really working towards my potential here? Or am I really all right with just how things are right now? Am I supposed to be this comfortable? Am I supposed to think like this? And it's like, when did I start thinking about myself like this? When did I start, like, hold on, go down that rabbit hole. If it gets you like, oh no, I got to make some changes. Oh no, hold on, brother, hold on. When did I start saying that? Or when did I let myself drop the bar so low? It's like, no, I rebuke that. And we're changing up the game. Lightskin's taking over. Self-love, and I'm not going to say self-love, but self-actualization. to reach potential. Like, I don't even really believe in potential like that. It's like either you are or you are not. Are you going to think about it, or are you going to live and do it? And this is the difference. I'm still humble in my steps. These are early beginnings, but can't put it off, can't put the work off anymore. So God bless y'all. Take care of business. Do what you have to do in a day, today, right now even. But I'm Trent. I will see you again. Let me know.